What's up guys, Ryan here from Mud Gunner. Today I wanted to show you guys how to disassemble the Scar. This will work for the 5.56, the 308, the Scar 20, it'll work for basically any Scar. I have the 16 here in a 10-inch barrel, so this is a 5.56, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, before I take it apart, one thing to note with my rifle is it's a Belgium rifle, so it is the reciprocating charging handle. So every time I fire the gun, the charging handle goes back. It's basically going to be the same takedown, other than there's a unit in there that holds it slightly differently. So I don't have experience with the non-reciprocating ones, but the main disassembly is going to be the same. So you start by pushing this pin right here. So just push it, pull it from the other side, and it's retained, so it doesn't come all the way out. You pull your lower forward, and then it comes down. And then that's your lower. You don't have to do anything else. It's just this one pin. So push this in, and is retained. So there's your lower. And then from here, your stock just slides right down. So just slide this down and take your charging handle, just push it just slightly, and then your recoil spring comes out of the back, and then let your bolt come back. Once it's right here, you can pull the charging handle out, and from here you can put it on either side. I just run mine on the left. On the new American made Scars, they have a charging handle on both sides, but mine just has the one. Sorry, my dog is drinking water in the background. Here's your bolt carrier group, and then that's basically your upper. There's one other part we'll take off there in just a second, but as far as your bolt carrier group goes, you can use your charging handle to push out this retaining pin right here. So you just push straight down, and then that pin pops out, and then from here your firing pin will come out the back, your cam pin can come out right here, and then your bolt comes out the front. And that is all you need to do with that. On a standard AR style bolt carrier, you can take this pin out much easier, but on these it's captured, so it's not super easy to take out. But honestly, I just clean up in there and I don't have any issues, and I've been shooting this gun for years now. So that's the main disassembly as far as the gun goes. The only other thing that I maintain is the piston. Sorry, my hands are all dirty now. I shoot this gun quite often. It's going to be hard to show you guys this on camera, but I'm going to take the piston cup and the rod out. And yeah, it's kind of tucked in right here. But you have two settings on the Scar. You have suppressed and unsuppressed. Mine is very stiff right now because it's dirty. So let me break that for you real fast. When it's stiff like this, you can use like an Allen key for leverage on it. So you can just push this right in there and it'll give you a lot more leverage to twist it. And an Allen key is also the last part you'll need to take out the piston rod that's in here, and I'll explain why. But basically you have this pin right here. You should be able to get this down with just your fingernail, hopefully. If not, what I'll use is this. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera, but it's hard to do both at once. So you push that down, and then you can move this piston cup. So mine is all sticky since it's dirty. I pushed it down. Now I should be able to just turn the piston cup all the way to the side. So I'm going to use this Allen key again and push it to the side. And right now, when I turn it more, it'll come out the front. So right here, I can just pull it out the front. And it's a little sticky. Again, these are gassy rifles on the front end because a lot of the gas escapes out here. So my light will get covered in carbon. I wipe it down kind of often because the front gets caked as well. But yeah, now you have a piston rod in there, and it's a short piston rod, but you have no easy way to get it out, and it's not going to just fall out the front. What you can do is take your Allen key here, and what's nice is this is kind of see-through. You have the cutouts in the front, and I can't show you guys this on camera, but you're going to take your Allen key and you're going to push it through the piston rod hole in there, and it should pop out the front. So I'm going to kind of do it right here, but I can't show you guys the hole because I can barely see it without the camera on my face. Alright, so I kind of pushed the piston rod a little down, and now my Allen key can find the groove, and I'm just going to push it straight in. Focus. So I'm just going to push it down, and it pops out. So you just got to use an Allen key to find, there's a tiny little hole in there, and the piston rod will be kind of sticking just slightly out, so that once you push it down to where this falls into the hole, it makes it much easier. And once you get that out, I just use like a bronze brush and scrape the carbon off this, but it is a somewhat self-regulating system because every time this thing shoots back, it is scraping all the carbon out and blowing it out of the gun. So somewhat self-cleaning system, but I like to just clean the whole gun if I'm doing it. But that is the entire disassembly of the Scar, and I don't actually have time to clean this tonight, so I'm going to just put it back together for you guys. But yeah, that's basically it. Again, I mean, it cleans like a normal AR-15 style gun, just slightly different looking parts. So as far as the bolt goes, drop your bolt in the front right here. The extractor needs to be on the right side, since the rounds are going to extract out of the right side of the gun. Then from here, we have our cam pin. Trying to have this focus. So put your cam pin in, and then your firing pin just goes in from the back right here. And then you have your firing pin retaining pin, much nicer than a AR-15 retaining pin. And that's it. Your whole bolt is back together pretty quickly. And then, gosh, my hands are all filthy. Take your bolt. Similar to an AR, the bolt can't be back in order to go in because it's going to hit on that cam pin. So bolt forward, just find the groove right here. It'll slide in place. And even when this gun is filthy, it's slick like butter. Like, listen to this. It's very slick, even when the gun is filthy. That bolt's just sliding freely in there. And then we'll take our recoil spring, stick it in the back and find the hole. And then it only goes in one way, so it does not go in this way. See, it doesn't fit in there. Just turn this, it'll fall into place. And then when you're putting your stock on, this has to be flush. So just pop it in right there, and then your stock just slides right over. And that's your upper. And something to quick note, I forgot to put the turning handle in, so slide that down, recoil spring, and your bolt can come back. Just line up that hole with the groove right here, and then your charging handle goes in, and once it's forward, it's captured. It can only come out when it's all the way back, but it won't be all the way back during normal function. So now that that's in there, I run mine on the left side, but you can run it on either side. Slide the stock up, and then the last step for the main part, aside from the piston rod, is your lower. Now this, you kind of have to angle it in, so it just kind of hooks in place right here, and then put it over that, and then you have to slide it back. So you see right here, just slide it back until it's all the way in place, and then you can push your pin from the other side. And that's the main assembly of the gun. Piston rod will stick back in the front. So just slide that in, and then if I can find my piston cup. Piston cup right here just slides in, and then you turn it, and you have to press this detent again. Let me bring it closer to the camera. Once you get this right here, push the detent and slide it over, and that's it. So, and I run mine in the 2 o'clock position, so you have 2 and 12. So I run mine in the 2 o'clock position, and now your Scar is completely assembled, and mine is still very dirty. But just wanted to show you guys assembling and disassembling, so thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.